What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back tonight with more Konosuba. Now, we didn't get really much of a chance to talk about this during the week, but of course, you guys know, we got a new event and a new battle arena. So let's just have a really quick discussion about this. I'm going to start with battle arena. This is ending in a couple of days. You have a little less than 3 days left on this, so we're a bit late on this discussion, but if you haven't set a really good score yet, the really interesting caveat to this one that's a little bit different than the last few, says here, beware of water physical attacks and poison attacks. Enemies are relatively weak to haze, bind, and physical attacks. Now, I have been using a mostly lightning physical team. My scores have not been the greatest, but I also have not really spec'd into the lightning physical team too deeply. Now, the one thing I haven't looked at, I actually haven't scoped other people's scores. As you guys know, I've had a lot going on in my life, and I've just kind of accepted the fact I'm going to have what I have on this one. But let's take a quick gander at the top 1,000 and see if we have maybe some clues based on this, because, well, they're even only at 2.2. So, I did take that Aqua off my team. Because I don't even think that Aqua can damage the alligator units. I don't think she can, at least. This person is using the 3-star Melissa, and, of course, the same Mitsurugi that I am. And that Chris unit, I believe that's the new one, which we'll talk about here in a moment. Let's take a look at a couple more here. Everybody seems to be using that Aqua. I actually kicked that Aqua off my team, which is interesting. But you will notice that the same Wiz is being used by a lot of people. And I figured that... I don't know why they're using that Megamine and not the Thunder Megamine. I haven't tried this Megamine. But, you know, there's these builds seem to be all over the place this time around. But in the top 1,000, it's interesting to see 2.2 mil. I was really expecting bigger scores than that, because my score thus far hasn't been the greatest. But I know I've got a little bit more damage left in my team, just because most of my physical units I haven't done a lot with. I haven't spec'd really deep into them. So it means I probably need to put Mitsurugi in the front line and kind of work my way up. Also worth noting, Mitsurugi's weapon isn't maxed. And it's not even his weapon, technically. That's just Chunchun Maru's. So if I'm able to max Chunchun Maru and then work my way up, I'll probably get slightly better scores. This is a team I've got to work on, but unfortunately I just haven't had a huge amount of time to do it. But Thunder seems to be the name of the game in this one. Now, and physical, really, which is interesting. We haven't had an event that required physical in a really long time. Now, if we go in here to this event, and once again, just because I haven't had a huge amount of time to play it, we do have Troll Hunt back, and I've been working my way up the leaderboards here. I say the leaderboards, up the various battles, I should say. I'm not going to max the leaderboards out by any stretch, you guys know me. But this one requires Thunder Element as well. And I've had really good, at least thus far, as I've fought, really good success with this particular team. Actually, the same exact team. Literally the same exact team. Now, I haven't gotten all the way to the end of this one yet. And like I said, a lot of that is just, if you guys haven't been following along on Twitter, I've just had very busy days lately. That's why we haven't had a chance to talk about it. But as you guys know, there is a brand new banner that comes along with this. And we'll get to that here in a moment. But the interesting thing, the thing I love about Troll Hunt is one of those where you can just accrue tons and tons and tons of points in a very small amount of time. And the way you do that, okay, let's go ahead and go out here. See, like, that team dominated that fight. But that's a fairly easy fight. Though we are ranking up pretty quickly. I'm going to gather that fight probably is going to get us, if not all the way to the Extreme 1, pretty darn close. I'm going to have to do some minor tweaks to the team to get to Extreme 1, but thus far that team seems to be doing pretty darn well. But here's the thing. The way you accrue your points for your fights. Now, do remember, the first fight at each level is 0 stamina. So it costs you nothing to climb the ranks. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to climb up as far as you can go. If you can only get to Ultimate 1, or Ultimate 2, that's fine. Try the next level. If you're not able to get there, grind whatever level you can. But to run this, basically, you're only grinding the main normal events. And for me, what I do, if I go back out here, is every single day I come in here and I run 20 of whatever the highest the normal quest is. So I'll like run 320 20 times with 20 skip tickets. Pretty straightforward stuff. Nothing too, out of the ordinary there. Oop. Oh, no. It just decided not to keep going. Hate when that happens. There we go. Come on. There. So I'll run 20 of these, and I'll show you guys why I chose 20. But 20 of those is kind of what I do. And then I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to run every single hard quest. I mean every single one. Starting with Part 1, Chapter 1, on hard mode. And I'm going to use a skip ticket on every single quest all the way up to current. Now, doing that every single day, I have accrued 2,500 tickets at this point. And this has only been live for a couple of days. And I even think I missed the first day, and I missed a few of these along the way. So there's probably way more than that even available right now. But 2,500 is the number that I'm currently at. And the reason that I'm doing this is because that means that when I do need to go, over here into the fight and actually get to the level that I'm at, I can just literally spam fights. I can just go crazy and accrue an insane number of tickets. Then go over here to the exchange, and I could just max out my exchange. Now, as per usual, you do have, is that Aqua? That looks like Aqua. You do have the free-to-play Aqua that you acquire. I haven't used the free-to-play units in quite a bit of time. I guess we need to get back into that at some point. But you've got the usual stuff. Some skill potions. Now, the Chaos Sword scrolls, you probably will want to acquire those. There's only 5 of them up for grabs, but if you have not accrued all of the 4-star weapons, this is a great opportunity to do that. But basically, I'm just going to try to max out everything here. I mean, usually I run pretty shy of some of my crafting materials. Of course, I'm always going to get the Eros medals and the Axis medals, and of course the Cadia reliefs and the Dragon Jewels. Those are the first things that I go after. But with this method, I've actually been able to darn near, not quite, but darn near, max out the shops every single time we've had Troll Hunt. Every single time. So if you follow this methodology, it takes about 15 minutes to do all of that, but if you can manage to do 20 normal quests and then all of the hards, you're going to be sitting nice and easy by the end of this. Okay? Plus, you're going to get all your missions and all that stuff done here pretty quick. So, pretty straightforward stuff. Now, as I stated, the reason that I do all the normal quests, if I go over here to events, and whenever the hell it decides to load, we do have an Ear Secret quest. I believe I made a whole video about this. If I haven't, then my apologies. I meant to. But by clearing 10 normal quests, you get those. There are some other events that do require you to do 20. I don't think any of them are live right now. Plus, you do have the weekly quests up, and there's a certain number of those you have to do for that. I've just gotten into the habit of doing 20 every single day, just because when those events are around, 20 is pretty much the magic number. So if you get in that habit, you'll be good to go. I do 20 normal quests every day, and usually only about a dozen or so of the hard quests, admittedly. But with Troll Hunt on, it pays to do every single hard quest, and you'll be able to spam just fights. On the last couple of days, you'll be able to spam them like crazy and get every single solitary reward. And of course, you should be fighting every single day. That kind of goes without saying, but if you are only able to do three to 6 fights a day, it is what it is. But if you accrue those missions, and in the last 24, 48 hours just spam everything, you'll be sitting really pretty, and you'll be able to get all those rewards. Now, finally, let's talk about the recruitment. Because actually, funny enough, I actually really do kind of like Celio, but there's a big problem with this, okay? And we'll talk about this here, okay? So Celio's 1764 HP, agility 61, physical attack is 258, magic attack is 305, physical defense is 198, and magic defense is 213. So very interesting unit. She is a light magic unit. Her first skill, this is the skill I really like, is a 146% light magic damage to one enemy and minor recovery for all allies. She heals everybody with this attack. Now, the cooldown is 21 seconds. It's a long cooldown, a very long cooldown. But it is what it is. Now, her second skill is a 129% lightning magic damage to all enemies and minor boost to agility for all allies. So everything she does boosts everybody. She has one AoE skill, one single target skill. I like her. I think she's really good. The thing is, I don't think she's worth going crazy over just because her cooldowns are really rugged. The heal skill, her cooldown is 21 seconds, and the agility skill, her cooldown is 20 seconds. I think that could be better personally, but maybe I'm just wishful thinking on that. Her base skill is 113% lightning magic damage to one enemy, and she produces 7% lightning attack as a sub. Now, then we get to Erica. Erica's all physical. Now, normally, I sit here and I go, it's physical, it's not worth. Except, we have an event on that likes physical units. So let's take a look here. HP is 1818, agility is 73, physical attack is 269, magic attack is 258, which actually is really good, both its stats. Physical attack is 205, magic defense is 182. So she's pretty good all the way around. The biggest downside to her, if you notice, her regular attack is just a physical attack. It has no lightning effect whatsoever. So it's just a 126% normal physical damage to one enemy. But her first skill is 178% lightning physical damage to one enemy and minor boost to physical attack for all allies. And that lasts for 18, or the cooldown of that is 18 seconds. I like that. It's a pretty low cooldown. Her Thunder Assault is a really low cooldown at 16 seconds. And it's a 124% lightning physical damage to all enemies and minor chance to bind them. So, she's really, really, really good for the current events. I'm wondering if physical is making a turnaround at some point. I just honestly do not know. I'm saving a lot of quartz for what's coming next. So I might regret this. We do see a decent amount of these units. Let's actually do something really funny here. Okay, let's go to the quest. Let's go to Battle Arena mostly and see how many of those units we see in Battle Arena. So I'm going to go to the top 1,000. Okay, and I'm going to go just pick some random units here. I don't see either one. I thought Chris was the new one. It's actually not. It's Celio and Erica. So if I'm just cherry picking, notice that even they're using like 3-star DPSs. Just for the sake of silliness, what's number one using? Number one isn't even using the new units. So that immediately tells me these units are absolutely not worth. No one seems to be using them. In fact, they're even using that same Megamine that we've been using forever, which I'm shocked by. I thought they'd be using the Thunder Megamine, which tells me that I need to go switch mine out for that Thunder Megamine. And hilariously, this is a almost full magic team, even though this is a physical event. And that's our top hitter. That's very interesting. I'm actually taken aback by that. I haven't looked at the top scores. But the fact that we're using a 3-star lightning DPS here really tells me a lot. So my team's completely trash. And I kind of knew that. I mean, my team was built on a complete whim. But, man, I'm shocked. I'm utterly shocked. I'm truly and completely shocked. So when it comes to the recruitments, as much as I do like those units, nobody's using them right now. Which immediately tells me that's not worth. Save your quartz. I was going to blow a multi or two on these units. We have some units incoming here shortly that, if you're as cultured as I am, you're definitely going to want. So I would wait. We have, it says 9 days left on this one. And let's see, how much time do we have left on Troll Hunt? 4 days left on Troll Hunt, which means we're less than a week away from the new banners. So I'd chill for now. I'd wait, personally. Now, I was going to save this for stream. I don't know when it's going to run out here. I'm just going to burn this 3-star ticket real quick, just for the sake of silliness, see what we get. I'm hoping I get a 4-star, but doesn't look like it. I don't see any rainbows, but could be a fake out, and it's not. Unfortunately, I'm not physically capable of streaming tonight for reasons I care not to get into. I'm just flat exhausted. But we will return to streaming tomorrow night, and I will have a fresh Konosuba stream for you guys next week, and we'll talk about the new units, and hopefully by that time we have that new, beautiful, very cultured banner on, and when that banner is on, you better believe we're going to be doing some summons. I think that's the next banner. I think the Melissa banner is next, but we'll have to see. But for now, guys, that's going to be the video. Like, comment, share. I'll catch you all on the next one. I hope you learned something today, because I certainly did. I learned my team is garbage. I'm going to go fix that.